Northeast stakeholders back Obi-Datti presidential bid. This is a great one. As the 2023 general election draw closer, the Northeasterners across the country under the umbrella of Northeast stakeholders has thrown its weight behind Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and Senator Yusuf Datti Baba Ahmed. During the interactive session on the theme, Good Governance, the Gateway to Secure Our People and the Land, the convener of the group, Isaac Balami, said they are supporting Peter Obi and Datti for the sake of justice, equity, fairness, and to also fight for their own rights. According to him, Northeasterners and the Middle Belt comprise 15 states in 19 northern states in the country, adding that the states were not just Plateau, Taraba states, but Southern Gombe, Southern Borno, Southern Adamawa, and Southern Kaduna. Right? He expressed concern that the Northeasterners have not been carried along in governance in the present and past administrations. We are here to stir up grassroots mobilization across the northeast of Borno, Adamawa, Bauchi, Gombe, and Yobe states to ensure that Peter Obi and Datti Ahmed emerges the winners come 2023. In 2011, we know what we did for President Jonathan to emerge. And in 2015, we know what we did for President Buhari to emerge as the winner, but we regretted our actions, he said. While responding, the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi said voting their choices shouldn't be by tribe, religion, or ethnicity. He said today, the country has only 35% of employment out of over 200 million youths, lamenting that youths of their productive age are doing nothing, which is resulting to banditry, killing, and other crises in the country. He emphasized that they have the best experience to tackle the issue of insecurity and remove Nigerians from corruption to production, from consumption to production. We want to fight poverty in the northern states, and we won't sit in Abuja but visit all these states directly to know their plights and solve it. I want to give the children the future they deserve, and there are so many we can do here as well. Don't vote for me for sympathy. I am running because I am competent, he said. So that was what Peter Obi said. So that is what is coming from the northeastern part of Nigeria, that they are drumming their support for Peter Obi and Datti Baba Ahmed. And what these guys are saying is that they occupy 15 out of 19 states of the north. All right? And they mentioned Damawa, Gombe, Southern Kaduna, Southern Borno, and some of those middle belt areas as well. And they are supporting Obi-Datti because they've been disappointed in the past by both the present and the past government as well. And they are not happy with what is happening, that they are not always being carried along. They said they know what they did for Jonathan to come to power, all right? They also know what they did for Buhari to come to power. But they regretted their actions for Buhari because Buhari's government has actually affected them negatively all the way. Under this Buhari government, Fulanis have killed more people, especially in the Middle Belt and in the Northeast, than in any time in Nigerian history. And nobody is happy with that. All right? So now they are drumming their support for Obi-Datti for the purpose of equity, fairness, and justice, and also to be carried along, and also to have a venue to fight for their right as well. Those are their reasons for supporting Peter Obi. And in response to their support, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has promised to help them and also not to rule them by sitting at Abuja, but to visit them, visit their areas, know what their plights are, and determine what has to be done to help them. That is what Peter Obi is saying concerning them. We have a lot of out-of-school children in the north and the middle belt, and those children have to be sent back to school. Right? Security, they need to solve that problem once and for all. So Peter Obi has promised to do all of that come 2023 if he eventually becomes the president of Nigeria. And that's a very good one coming from Peter Obi there, and coming from the northeastern part of Nigeria, drumming their support for Peter Obi. We know that in that northeast, especially in that Borno, where Shetima came from, APC is already resorting to violence there and to disturb people. But I know that violence will not stop people from voting Peter Obi. And that violence is going to do more harm to APC than good. And the earlier they jettison that violence, the better for them. Because those people, they don't know. I don't know what is in their blood. Anything violent is where they belong. And that is not how it's supposed to be. Right? So we've got a few comments here. Somebody saying that's very good coming from the Northeasterners. On Obi-Datti we stand, it is a revolution movement. Yeah, it's not just a campaign, it's more of a resolution. More of a revolution. All right. So that revolution that came up during NSAS and they used military to quench it is coming up again. That revolution that Showore mentioned earlier before 2020, and they said he was trying to divide Nigeria and they arrested him. That same revolution is what is coming now in a different form. They can't just beat it. Nigeria is too much for one tribe or one group to overrule and begin to, mete out injustice to everybody. It's not going to be accepted, right? And that person, Peter Obi, the paper tiger and social media champion, the end justified the means, no noise making. So you are calling Peter Obi paper tiger. That's fine. So just watch and see, and don't be surprised how you are going to be disappointed come 2023. If not for rigging machinery, what confidence do you have? There is a difference between light and darkness. Of course, it's the same rigging machinery that APC has started. That is high. Now, one APC chieftain in Kano State was arrested for carrying over 300 PVCs illegally, and now he has been sent to jail, 2 years jail. All right. So APC actually has started a lot of rigging in the north, carrying voters' card. They've started in the east, especially Enugu, where they are collecting PVC data from individuals. All right, and logging their information. They're telling the whole world that they are collecting the information of their members. Your members should go to your secretariat to register and not moving from house to house, giving them blank forms to put their details, and then you promise them 5,000. So that is what they're doing. And even this one that are burning INEC offices everywhere. I don't want to insinuate, but the way APC is promoting violence in this campaign and this period, they cannot be exonerated. If somebody sues them, the person suing them might be right to some extent. All right? So His Excellency Peter Obi is a wise man. That is what he had displayed so far. He had displayed that. And everybody is happy with him on that. God bless and protect people of Northeast. That's what somebody is saying here. And that's a very good one for Northeast. God bless you, my dear brother. Somebody has just responded from the Northeast as well. That's great. Very good one. Very good one. So the Northeasterners have endorsed Peter Obi and are drumming support for him, and they are ready to work for him come 2023. Let's have your comment below in this regard as well.